Parts Express, the #1 source for audio, video, and speaker building components.
Hi, this is Joe with Parts Express. Today I'm here with the new Dayton audio series of subwoofers, the Sub 1200, Sub 1000, and Sub 800. We've got 3 sizes to fit any room and any need you've got for deep bass. As you can see, they've got a nice matte black finish, really cool new high excursion woofer to move more air, and a downward firing port that's flared to cut down on port noise. If we turn the Sub 1000 around here, we can see the amplifier, the heart of the unit. You can see there's line level as well as high level inputs. You'd use these if you got a line level signal. The LFE or subwoofer output of a home theater receiver would go into the red plug here, or if you got a stereo signal, you can use both the red and white plugs. If you're using this subwoofer with a 2-channel stereo that doesn't have subwoofer outputs, you can run the speaker wires right in through here, and then back out to your speakers here. You can see 3 controls here that are going to help you blend this subwoofer in with your home theater system. First and foremost, you've got the crossover point. This decides how high the sub will play. It's variable between 40 and 140 Hertz. Most of the time, you're going to keep it somewhere in here between 60 and 100 Hertz. The gain knob here controls how loud the sub plays. As a general rule of thumb, you want to turn this gain control down right up to the point where you can't hear it, and then bump it up a little bit. That's going to depend a lot on the source material you're using as well. You might want to turn it up higher for movies or lower for jazz music. The last control we've got that you need to worry about is this phase switch. You can turn the phase to normal or 180 degrees inverted. Basically, just switch it around to what sounds best with your speakers and your room. Lastly, you can see the power switch. We've got 3 settings. On the right, we have off. On the left, we have on. And in the middle, we have auto. That'll only turn the subwoofer on when it senses a signal. Otherwise, it puts the sub into standby, so you can set it and forget it. Most of you will be feeding these subs a signal through the LFE or subwoofer output of your home theater receiver. In that case, installation couldn't be simpler. Just take the RCA and plug it into the red connector. For those of you sending a signal to the subwoofer via stereo RCAs, perhaps from a preamplifier or from the analog outputs of your television, all you have to do is plug your right RCA into the red and your left RCA into the white. Those of you who don't have RCA level outputs for your subwoofer aren't left out. You can go ahead and run your stereo speaker wires in here. Then you'll go ahead and hook speaker wire up to your speakers here. The subwoofer will filter out the bass frequencies going to your satellite speakers, allowing them to play with lower distortion. Then you'll go ahead and hook speaker wire up to your speakers here. Okay, now we've got this sub set up and playing with a pair of satellite speakers and a home theater receiver. First, we're going to adjust the crossover knob. The more we turn it up, the more the subwoofer and the satellites are playing over the same frequency range, and it sounds a little bit bloated in the bass, maybe not quite as clean as it should be. So we'll back off on the crossover knob until the subwoofer just starts to come in where these speakers start to roll off. That's nice. Okay, now we're going to play with the gain knob a little bit. This is going to control the overall volume of the subwoofer. We turn it up, and of course it's going to start to overwhelm the speakers. So we're going to back it down. I can't quite hear the subwoofer now. So we're going to goose that volume control just a little bit, give it a little more gain. Yeah, right there. Now let's switch the phase knob. Can you hear any difference? I'm not sure it's going to be severe. We'll go ahead and leave phase at normal, 0 degrees. As far as subwoofer placement goes, a good rule of thumb is to start with the sub facing forward in the front of the room near one of the corners. You may find that moving them around a little bit helps out, but low bass is omnidirectional, so placement isn't as critical as it is with a lot of speakers. A lot of you only have 1 or 2 really good places in the living room to put a sub, and that's okay. These subwoofers have all the contemporary styling, performance, and value we've come to expect from Dayton Audio. We really like them. Cruise your browser on over to partsexpress.com to check them out. While you're there, if you need any assistance hooking them up or just have any questions, check out our live web chat or call our tech support line at 1-800-338-0531.
Over 15,000 products, free same-day shipping on most orders, 45-day no-hassle returns, and free tech support. PartsExpress.com, the #1 source for audio, video, and speaker building components. Parts Express, the #1 source for audio, video, and speaker building components.
Hi, this is Joe with Parts Express. Today I'm here with the new Dayton audio series of subwoofers, the Sub 1200, Sub 1000, and Sub 800. We've got 3 sizes to fit any room and any need you've got for deep bass. As you can see, they've got a nice matte black finish, really cool new high excursion woofer to move more air, and a downward firing port that's flared to cut down on port noise. If we turn the Sub 1000 around here,